Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video, I'm going to cover how to speed level from level 1 to 10, basing around different playstyles and how you can find a way that will work for you and get you over that hump to get you up to the flea market. So guys, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. So first up, you need to understand that level 10 is 42,048 XP. Battlestate Games did change the flea market to be level 15 and there was a lot of uproar about that and they dialed it back down to level 10. The options you have here is really based around your playstyle. If you are a very experienced player, honestly, the best way you can level up to level 10 would just be farming factory, killing the PMCs and the scavs, and then going from there. Now, not everyone's going to be able to do that opportunity, but I still want to at least dive into it a little bit so you guys can understand why it is the fastest XP. So the way it works is every time you kill a scav, you get XP. If you can get a headshot, you get more XP. And if you can kill lots of players and scavs in the same raid, you get even more XP. So if you can go into a factory raid by yourself, kill the 5 players, and then stay in for the whole 20 minutes, down yourself like another 10 to 20 scavs, you're probably walking out between 10 and 15,000 XP on average. But when you're starting out, and particularly straight after a wipe, you're not going to have the best gear and the best meds, and so you'll probably find that you won't be able to do this very consistently, but it does work. There are other options for this too. You could go in with a squad. I know there's been 5-man squads going into factory and farming scavs. It's not the worst idea if you're very new at the game and you're not very good at the game. The problem is it's actually quite slow because you're going in, you're killing 1 PMC, and then if there's 15 scavs left over, for you to kill for the rest of the raid, and there's 5 of you doing it, on average you're going to get 3 scavs. So you're probably going to get out with about 4,000 XP. The advantage you do have is you can go around and touch all the bodies, F for respect, on the dead bodies, and get XP for that as well. So it can work out being all right, but to get 40,000 XP, you're probably looking at doing maybe about 10 to 15 runs of that as your 5-man squad. And then on top of that, if you're going to have to spend 20 minutes for each raid, say you're doing it 10 times, that's 200 minutes plus loading time. You're looking probably about 4 hours to get level 10. And we want to drop that number down to as low as possible. So personally, I wouldn't suggest doing that method as a big squad, but definitely as a duo or a trio, this becomes quite good. Kill the other 3 players as a trio and then kill the rest of the scavs. You'll get 5 scavs each, probably sit around 6,000 or 7,000 XP, and you can get there pretty quickly. Is it the best method? Probably not. Solo would always be the best one, and you still need to be capable of killing those other players. Now, this won't work as well right now as you would go into factory as a level 1 or 3 level 1s, and there'll be highly geared players. It'll be a lot harder. So it comes down to a bit of luck, bit of skill, and the time of the wipe. So that would be the fastest way to level. PMCs this late in the wipe can give up to 1,000 XP a kill. Headshot, you want to make sure you get those headshots. Scars will always give between around 2 and 500 XP. So you need to take that into consideration when you're farming them. The way I would highly suggest you guys farming, particularly if you're newer to the game and you wanted to get to level 10 really quickly, my method would be this. The very first thing you should be doing is running factory. Not for killing players, not for killing scavs, but to farm 3M armors. Now, there is 4 locations in factory where you can get a 3M armor. 3 of them are really fairly consistent, being the main office with the safe on top of the filing cabinets, up on the scaffolding near the overpass on the outside of it, and then the last one's in the shipping container pretty much below the overpass section. So those are the 3 really more consistent ones, and I have heard and seen 3M armors in the bathroom near the 306 key, but I don't really see them there very often. I think that's more of a world spawn table that's not as consistent. So my method would be you go in, you kill any players and scavs that get in your way. Your main purpose is to check those 3M armor spots, and then if you do find one, get straight out of there. Don't even worry about killing anything. It can be a pure run through. But if there's not there, kill a couple of scavs, grab some loot, and then get out. Don't spend too much time in there. Don't overcommit. Just get enough XP so you get like 2,000 or 3,000 XP, get out, and then run another one for the 3M armors. The other thing you should also be looking for here is 133 shotguns. On top of that, if you want to like a forecast for post later on, the mechanic quest requires a few things for the first shotgun. However, you're going to get stuck on elite pliers. I'll touch onto that later, but my suggestion there would be if you can grab a shotgun for that quest later on, save yourself some money, particularly if it's early in a wipe, it would be a lot better there. So saying you've now got through enough factory runs to get your 3M armors and a couple of shotguns, your debut quest should have the 2 shotguns handed in, and hopefully by this stage you will be level 5. Now level 5 isn't really that much XP, it's 9,500 XP, so by the time you've ran factory maybe 10 times to get those 3M armors, you would probably be sitting around 10,000 XP and have the first quest for Skier. Now the first quest from Skier requires you to hand in 4 3M armors and 4 TOS shotguns and gives 3,300 XP. So bam, you've got yourself a bit of XP there. You've also got the shotguns for Prapper's first quest debut, and now all you need to do is move on to the next quest, which is in customs. You're going to kill scavs for debut for Prapper, and you're going to get the unknown key, and you're going to go do the quest, the extortionist, which is you need to find the unknown key, which has a fixed spawn location on a body in customs, and then you're going to head over to just loot it out of the little shack. In the process of doing that, hopefully you'll kill the other scavs required for debut, which is the 5 scavs on customs, and then that's 2 more quests done. One being 600 XP, the other one being 3,200. So now you've got yourself another 4,000 XP. Plus the scav kills and the survivor of the raid, you should be sitting closer to 20,000 XP at this point. And you've only done, hopefully, if that works perfectly, 1 run of customs. Now, if you are having trouble on customs with all the players in there, nighttime is perfect. I do a lot of my early questing on nighttime, particularly on customs, because customs is quite brutal, and that's what I usually like to do. Now, this is where you can make the choice if you want to persist with customs and go into customs again and get the machinery key from the dorms and then head over to the bus, get the bronze pocket watch and extract that way. This will get you out of customs and over to woods. That quest there will give you 800 XP plus the XP from killing the stuff in the raid. If you do it at night time, get away with it quite nicely. You could probably get away with a few thousand XP from that. Then you head over to woods and do shootout picnic. While you're doing this quest, you can check for flash drives. There's a specific spawn that's quite good for it by the tent, and you can kill scavs there. This is a place where early on in a wipe, not many people are running anything besides Mosins, and you can actually have quite a bit of success there. Besides the fact that Sturman will actually be quite brutal. So farm the right locations in woods, get the scavs there, and then that's one path you can go down. The other path is you focus on the Skier quest line, which is Stirrup, and you go with the pistol kills on factory. This is 4,700 XP, and if you're farming factory and you had a lot of success early on in factory, you would already be around the 30,000 XP mark. By the time you get these 4 pistol kills with that 5,000 XP, you are pretty much at the flea market. So there's not really that much to it. You could go with the therapist quest line and try and farm Salewers and stuff like that. I find it's a way of doing it, but the problem you're going to run into is the amount of locations you have to check, the amount of luck you have to run into, and the time it takes you to go through a map like Shoreline or Interchange or Reserve to find these items. It's going to be quite time consuming. So personally, I would suggest is trying to get to the flea market via customs and factory, and then using that woods as an option because you want to get through your quest lines anyway. So personally, that is really the summary of how to get to level 10 really quickly. There's 2 quests from Prapper, 3 from Skier, and then that is it. A bit of factory farming, you're going to get your skills up. If you keep running low in gear, go into your scav run. Don't worry about killing too much in factory. Just run straight to the extracts. You've got 2 to pick from. It'll either be one by the red blinker down the basement bits, one up in the office, or the guaranteed one, which is the main extract on factory. They're the options you got, guys. Hopefully this video will hopefully give you some understanding on how to get to level 10 really quickly. I know some people absolutely hate factory. It's quite brutal, but it is one way that you actually will build up your skills for Prapper as well. For PMs, oh my god, it is one way you actually get your skills up for killing PMCs as well on scavs and getting your PvP skills in good order to tackle on other maps as well. I used to live in Factory. It's been my favorite map pretty much since the start of Escape from Tarkov. And yeah, I think hopefully you guys would get something out of this video. I know there's going to be a little bit of stresses of people like, I can't get to level 10 very quickly. This is all you need to do. There's not really that much to it. And if you really want to go that little bit further, you can just keep going down. After you do Shootout Picnic, just farm those flash drives there. That will give you another 4,500 XP. 2 flash drives on wood. Bam. That's pretty much from that point alone, you've got 20,000 XP from those quests I just spoke of. And there's 20,000 XP to farm as well. I know that some people freak out about the whole flea market leveling change. Depending on whereabouts the game wants to go with the game, it really should be locked behind something. I don't know what. An idea that I think would work better than actually having it behind a level is when they do implement the main storyline, you actually have to do like the first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 quests of the main storyline to get to the point where you meet the person who runs the flea market or something. That I think would be a better option, because then it's just like, okay, I just got to do these quests in a row, and then that's all I have to do. There's not about XP, it's not about farming specific things, it's just do the story. Once you unlock the story, like it would be in any other game really, I think that would be the way of doing it, but I have to wait and see where the future of Escape from Tarkov goes with that. But yeah, I'm going to finish this video up here. So hopefully you guys liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. I do stream on Twitch every day of the week, so go down the link below, give me a follow over there. Got any Tarkov questions, feel free to hit me up on my live stream or down in the comments below. And lastly, I'll see you next time. First I was afraid, I was petrified, that my wife was going to throw a book at my head because I didn't go down and have lunch and get the soup when I was told. But I'll be strong before I cop the book in the head.